out my window and watch the sunset on the lake. I might not feel real, but it's okay. 'Cause that's just the way life goes. I push my luck, it shows. Thankful you don't send someone to kill me.
Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today I am trying to do a voiceover. I don't know how this is going to sound, honestly. This is my first time doing a voiceover, so please bear with me. So I made this cute little pencil case that I put my hooks in, this black one that you see right there. And my sister was like, oh my gosh, she likes it, like, let me do something for her, but she wants it like a wallet. And I was like, okay, no problem. So I started with this blue one, as you can see, but with single crochets. I didn't like the way it looked, and actually I ran out of the blue yarn, so I changed to this thick one. The blue yarn was not thick. I think it was a 2-ply cotton acrylic yarn. Then I changed to this extra yarn. So this is not a tutorial. It's a tutorial, but not like a professional tutorial. It's just me showing you how to wing it up. If you don't know how to crochet at all, you might find this video a bit difficult to follow, but if you do know the basic, you might actually follow. So what I did was I chain 20, and then I did a half double crochet upwards till the length I desire. So this is the length I wanted, so I'm gonna fold it. You guys are gonna see how it's gonna look. It needs to look like a wallet, so that was the look I was going for. And as you can see, this is the length, perfect. You kind of like fold it into 3 places. The first fold is the 2 halves to make sure that you have a space in between, so you have to calculate the number of rows, and then you fold it again the 3rd time so it closes all together. So I'm going to use this yellow yarn that I hate. I absolutely hate the color of this yarn. So I just use it for projects that, you know, she said she doesn't mind the color. So I use it for projects I know I'm not going to use. And I actually love the color combo. Weirdly, when I was done, I was like, green and like yellow, orange kind of makes sense. So I'm using this color to kind of like make a ruffle around the whole half double crochets. So I'm making a ruffle. I'm making 2 double crochets into 1 stitch. 2 double crochets into 1 stitch. As you can see, I'm struggling with this hook. I had to change the hook because a very pro tip, if you are doing stuff like this, if you feel like your hook is a bit tighter, you can't get it through, get a hook that is it's like 1 size down or a half size down. I actually did a 1 size down. This was a 5mm hook, and it was giving me so much trouble. I had to change to a 4mm hook, or I think it was a 3mm hook. I have to check. Okay, it's a 3mm hook, and it was perfect. It was giving me the flow I was actually looking for. So yeah. Okay, so we are done with the ruffles all around. Now it's time to sew in the whole thing. This is a very, very short project. Like, it literally took me, I think, an hour to come up with the idea. start and finish. It took me like an hour and 30 minutes. The only thing that took time was the sewing in, because of course sewing in love to take time, but that's it. As you can see, I'm counting. I make sure that it's all equal. I have 3, like, you say 6 single crochets, but it's 3. I make it like all one row is the 2, like this. Oh, I don't know how to explain it, but you guys need to count it. Like I said, if you don't know how the basic crochet, you can't understand this tutorial, but if you do, you understand what I'm saying. You just have to count it, make sure that it's equal, so that it doesn't like lump, like it doesn't make one space is bigger than the other. This is actually my first crochet hook storage that I made, and it failed horribly because it was falling apart, so I just let it be for my needles. This is not all of my needles. I have some of them that I still haven't found a time to organize, but that's fine. So we're gonna sew in the ruffles and the wallets all together, so it gives that, you guys just watch and see how it unfolds, honestly. But you make sure that you are on track with the measurements, because if it's not correct, one side is going to be bigger than the other side, and the space in the middle is going to be too much for you to be able to handle. So yeah, I'm just sewing it in. As you can see, I'm going through both parts at the same time. I'm using the same color of yarn with one of the ruffles because that would make much sense. So yeah, you have to leave in a bit of a yarn to kind of weave in, making sure that it's perfect, because you have to weave in it, if not it's going to come loose. Like I said, you have to weave it in. So we're doing the weaving in. What I do is I go through the stitches of like 2 or 3 or 5, depends on the length of the end that I'm trying to weave in, and then I push it through and then I remove it. If you feel like you haven't like secured that knot you did at the very beginning of at the end of the yarn, you can do more than one of these, because if you fear it's going to come loose. This, I was skeptical, but actually when I was watching the video, it was already weaved in. I just had to weave it in again. There's nothing wrong with that, but you just have to be very, very careful. And when you're weaving in with colors that are different, you make sure that you're weaving in with the same colors, because it's going to show if you weave in through the direction of the other color. So you have to make sure that it's the same color. So as you can tell, this is perfect. I've weaved in everything, and the measurement is the same. It looks the same. When you close it up, it doesn't leave excess around it. I actually love this color combo, and I was surprised because when I started, I was like, I don't think this color combo is gonna work, but then it actually worked. I never thought that green and orange, or is it yellow, would go together. It's actually yellow, but on camera it kind of looks like more of orange. So I got this button to kind of put it in. With this button, you also have to count so that it's in the center. You guys, everything with crochet has to be measurement. You have to make sure that you've counted. As you can tell, I have sew it in, and now I'm going to make the strand that is going to go around the button from the back of the wallet to around the button. So I chained, I think 40. I changed 40, and yeah. So I sew it in, as you can tell. Perfect. And then I put it in and it looked so good. Like, I am surprised. The color combo is what surprises me the most, honestly, not even the way it looks. I started with single crochets, but then I was like, it's taking too long, so I did double crochets. I didn't even expect it to look this good, but yeah, you guys, this is my wallet, and it's actually really small. It's not like very bulky. If you're looking for something that is not as bulky as this, something that will just fit into your pocket or your bag easily, you can size down the hook size, the yarn size and the hook size, and then you can do single crochets. Single crochets tend to be a little bit lighter than double crochets, than half double crochets. And if you size down the yarn, this is a 4-ply yarn, you can do a 2-ply yarn. It's going to look exactly the same but a lot lighter, and it won't be as bulky as it is. So yeah, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know how this voiceover, I'm not even gonna think about it, I'm just going to post it. So yeah.